Alright, what's up guys? So I took the valve covers off of the motor. Started taking it apart. I was gonna, put the springs in, whatever else. And then as soon as I popped the valve cover open, I saw some pretty nasty stuff. I mean, it was like, I don't know, 1/4 inch thick of just muck in the valve cover. So I already knew that was bad. So, everybody just said power wash it out, use some degreaser or whatever. So I was gonna do that, and then I noticed that there's a stud that was broken off, recessed into the head. Pain in the ass to get out. Ended up breaking the extractor bolt or extractor bit inside or in the bolt, which obviously it's like hardened steel, so you can't really just drill it out. But then someone had sent me a few times. I don't know. I guess it happens pretty frequently. It's like a jerry rig thing where it presses like a bolt up against the back of the manifold because it's on the back of the head, the broken bolt. So I'm just gonna do that. I pulled the heads off of them. I really didn't want to touch this thing at all. I just wanted to put the cam in, the springs, and be done with it. But I pulled the heads off. I mean, just to give you like an idea of what it looks like. You can see all the nasty, thick nastiness all over this. So I'm just gonna pull the lifters out, put the LS7 lifters in there since the heads are off, and then I'm gonna put the heads back on with a new gasket. So I already started swapping the springs in, the dual valve springs. So those are in there. I took everything out of the motor because, like I said, this thing was just gunked up and nasty. So I took everything out, I cleaned it. All the push rods, bolts, all that good stuff. So that's all apart. This is all my junk stuff. I still have to put like the valve covers and everything through the parts washer so I'm pretty sure I'm going to powder coat the front cover, and then the valve covers are going to be like just a satin black or whatever. And I still have to pick up a Corvette balancer because that one is a truck one, and all my accessories are going to be Corvette because that's like the furthest pushed in of all the accessories. So I want it to keep, I want to be able to put the biggest radiator I can on the motor, or for the motor, I should say. And then we went ahead and picked up some wheels here for the E30. So these are OZ Futuras, I guess. Futuras? I don't know how you say it, but we're in the process. We just got the tires off of them, so we're going to take them apart. Get the lips refinished, and then powder coat the centers, and then put them back together. Should be fun. So, moving along. And I don't know if I mentioned in the other video, but something happened with my Mega Squirt. A lot of things, really. There's a bunch of things they had to fix on it. I couldn't get the car. 1 second the car would start perfectly fine and idle perfectly fine. The next it would just crank, it would never start. So I sent it into the DIY, or Amplify, whoever you call them, and they fixed my whole ECU. So I should be able to plug it back in and send it. But I'm gonna go through and try and rewire some of this stuff because it's kind of messy, and I want it to be a little bit more protected heat-wise with the fender exit right there. So I'm waiting for some DR25, I think it's called, and then an extra lava heat shield for the actual wires. So hopefully they'll stay unmelted, and I can clean up a lot of my wiring because I've redone it a few times just because some of my outputs on my ECU weren't working, but they should all be working now. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna go ahead and put the other head up here and swap the springs in it.